down with Isabel on the bed to read the story, and I like to get up.
Oh, like this. Like, I was talking to her the other day about that. I think it was with friend Mary at work, how your body betrays you. Like, I don't like getting old, your body betrays you.
Nineteen.
That had a good foam sound to it.
Oh yeah.
And my
It's with the
spell
font
list
that's
is
on it. It looks an
somewhat
awful lot like something that I would use for shaving. Foam topping, how to use get your straight razor. Yarr.
Squiddy.
Squiddy. Oh, session 55.
Ooh.
It has been. It has
It's
been.
been a hot minute.
6.5 months. 22nd of November.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome back. Right. Recap.
I did actually write something last time, so.
So, hopefully this will jog some memories, and hopefully I'll be able to read some of my writing. So, we arrived at Wack Caplet and Spong's offices.
They were the solicitors, weren't they?
They were the solicitors. We were taken to the waiting room, and then Adrian Wack Caplet arrives and takes us to his office. It looked like an Austin Powers shag pad. That was quite important.
Can I put that here?
I've then rather helpfully written the phrase "many developments" without any
information as to what they might be.
They are trying to find.
Josie, or someone who matches my sister's description.
Yep. Someone matching her description had bought a house near the abstraction. A bank called the Emotion Mills Consortium. I think they were trying to get hold of the house.
For 50 major coin.
Yeah. Something about
So
the name.
the house, which house?
This house that somebody matching Josie's description was trying to take funds from the account, and a house purchased.
And it was in the name of Razy Chameleon. He gave us the address. One small matter. Paperwork on the shop. I can't read that name. Somebody is owed money. Hawk is owed money.
Yeah, I was owed money. Catching up with paperwork and.
We then drew the watch card.
Reckoning of accounts.
My next quote. I don't know if this was just what I was calling this person in my personal narration, or if they were actually introduced as Billy Big Balls.
Yeah, no, this was here.
So, I've got the phrase Billy Big Balls.
Yeah, I've got Billy Big Balls here.
Therefore, it's canon.
Billy Big Balls and Brian Walker. We had to get a race car bed to get us there quickly. So we got a brass bed, which is tarnished. It is, quote, the Millennium Falcon of beds.
And then I've got the NOS became Nosferatu.
The NOS Ferratu to go quicker.
Yeah.
Quote of the game: I know how to fly a bed. Stowbold. Hawk unlocks some memories. It's very traumatic, but not immediately helpful. +1 to spare.
Yeah, I got that here. Oh shit! It's what I've written at the very end of this.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
Clear as mud.
Stowbold pilots the bed ability and does sticks as a skill, something like that. Head to Hawk's room.
One skill.
Head to Hawk's room and others there to support you. Scroll to unlock memory from university.
Oh yeah.
Because she got into trouble for some. I can't remember what something
Got
was.
scrubbed from your mind.
Yeah.
And you remember accepting the punishment to have it scrubbed from your mind, but not what it was.
And that's why we need to find Josie, because she was there with me, I think. And then oh shit.
Yeah, you chose to use the scroll for what it was, and then I messaged you on Discord.
Yes, you did.
Was that the scroll that the spidery mine? Yeah.
I'm going to remind myself briefly what that was. 6 months. Love slapped on the
I've slept lots too, which has been nice.
Yay.
My new
In 4 hour
medicine is
chunks,
making
mind,
me-
but I've slept a lot.
Iranu.
Oh, no, it's-
I really can't read your writing. I'm
Aww. Well,
I'm sorry.
Ooh, sumo news.
If-
Oh, sumo news to tell you later.
Sumo news.
Yeah.
Hello?
No, scandalous about Ryuden. Scandal.
Ooh. I've really gotten into sumo.
Sumo wrestling is awesome. Only because I have an affinity with them, because they look like me, but they're big people who like have fights and flip it awesome.
Seriously, like they do like a basho tournament every other month, and it's 15 days of wrestling. And I caught some of it last time around. And when this one came around, Kelly was like, "Are we going to watch sumo? Are we going to watch sumo?" And so that was it every day. Dinner, sumo. That was the routine for 2 weeks. And now we're like proper. We've got favourites and everything. Sorry. Right.
Yeah. See if we get the same reaction on Kelly's face again this time.
Can't live, breathe, mumble.
Welcome to my pain.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say it's like 2 girls, 1 cup. We're all just waiting for the bit.
Be glad you don't know.
I only know that I don't want to know.
You don't.
Exactly.
Or like watching people reacting to Pisces by Ginger for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got a lovely voice. Yeah, it's just
I bet she can be quite powerful at times.
It's kind of poppy and breathy.
Whoa. She goes full growl. But impressive growl.
But there's that one girl that took a drink just before the drop.
That was
yeah.
She knows.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've
I
got
can't forgotten that.
back to Acapulco and Spawn. Prim and proper, Acapulco tells them someone called Ragey Chameleon has taken a loan, maybe 50 major coin, for the purchase of a house on the abstraction. And the loan was drawn against the Emotion Mills Consortium. Also, Hawk gets a rebate of quite a few crystal orbs.
2,435 crystal orbs.
Dinners on Hawk.
Loaded.
Pretty much all mid way.
Yeah.
Who knew that selling drugs could be so lucrative?
I know, right?
Decide to go to the Isle in the Abstraction. Decisions of how Billy Big Balls, and that's all I've got. A Noble Truth, Brian Walker, we had to cut out a little bit. It gives you a brass bed, which is on Nos. He needs a healer as he's become a Nosferatu. And you sent him along to the Chameleon Apothecary to get something for it. The Swan, Snowball gains the ability to pilot the bed. The Hidden Moon, back at the Rose. Hawk uses the scroll and realises what it was. Eliana brings drinks, lots thereof.
Nutritious drinkers needed.
Scenes deleted. Wake up the next morning tasting like an ashtray.
Pretty much. Yeah. Because
So you have the bed in our property, and we know where we think the system might be. Where the house is, at least.
yeah.
I seem to vaguely remember, isn't the reason that we needed the bed because it's like on an archipelago?
You've got to
Yeah.
fly out over the
blue.
No, over the nothing.
Over the nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I
Today
think
is a
there
good.
was- Oh, you might regret informing you of this. There was something, but the bed wasn't that great, and it was like, you might be able to get there. I'm not sure if you should get back.
I'll take it. Also, if somebody says that they're a bed pilot, I have a very different image in my head.
That would really ruffle me because I'm lava now. So
So's Kelly. Recently, flipping heck.
Oh, flushes. Jeez.
Fan on, window open. No blanket. Kelly comes in for a cuddle. Don't touch me!
Don't touch me.
So the first card of the new game is the Harvesting Spider.
Oh, I touched that.
Harvesting of spider.
Which is a 2 of mysteries, enhancing red, diminishing blue.
You've got red on you.
It's a colour.
Game narrative. Someone takes action. People labour to achieve a goal. A newly erected structure becomes important. Various forces debate over a single important action. Thieves or spies are active in the shadows.
Oh, that's helpful.
That
Because we're dealing with lots of thieves and spies and those people who were the street.
I've been away for 6 months, but still.
I've got a new phone now, so it's not recognising the numbers. I'm just like Dad and Charlie's.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
1 hour later. So, the question is then, I presume where... I know. Because we could pick up Astraeus, and then even if the bed
Who?
fails... Oh yeah. I'm sure we had something for this.
Can't remember.
Neither can I. It's gone now. I'm willing to.
Like everything else.
I'm willing to
Nothing
give
matters
the
anymore.
give the bed a go. You know, what's the worst that can happen?
Well, how is Hawk after said news and the muchness of drink?
Still, what I found out was now I know why I got punished and why I decided to get it cleared out of my mind. It's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have brought that back, but I didn't know. I went too far. But hey,
Do we need to know, or are you going to keep to yourself the moment?
oh, it's staying in my brain for now.
And would I be allowed to ephemerate, please?
One person dealing with that is enough right now. It's huge. It's massive.
Do you need me to
Okay.
pull you aside?
Can you just take a new card and like write it properly, not bullet points?
Well, a bit shocked that you can't read that, but yeah, okay.
How about texting it to each other?
Yeah.
Would that work better?
Yeah.
No, I will do this,
Yeah.
and I will spell it out to you, sorry.
Yeah. So, hangover time?
Yeah. What's our normal cure for hangover the next morning made by Handsy Dave?
Was this going to be like a 48-hour bender followed by a 48-hour hangover?
Yeah, pretty much.
We ain't got time for that. You need to expedite this hangover.
Look at that
You
brown
can shut
pill.
you can shut your day now.
I was just going to say, wouldn't that be horrible or maybe brilliant if you could compress a hangover so that you had all of it in like an hour and a half?
I do that.
But
I'm
it would
not
be
kidding
a
you.
absolutely terrible hour and a half.
Hospital,
This
please.
is what happens. But no, this is what happens to me if I drink certain things. About 3 or 4 in the morning, if I stopped drinking about 11 o'clock at night, I go through this period of actually wanting to die and I can feel the poison leaving me. And I'm, I want to be sick.
What are you drinking for this?
Oh, okay. Pardon?
What are you drinking for this?
It's rum, isn't it?
No, rum's
Vodka.
fine. Vodka is my killer.
Vodka gets her every
Rum, I'm fine. I can drink rum to the calculator and not.
It's funny that because I could drink vodka all night and I'd be fine, but if I have like 2 or 3 rums, I'm exactly like that. And it's just kind of like, just end it
That's
now.
me and Jack
yeah.
Daniels now. That's
Vodka
like-
is my pain, and if vodka is mixed with lemon, then I cry a lot.
Oh, yeah. Limoncello in Rome. No.
We had little tasters on our honeymoon, and he's like, "Why are you crying?" I don't know. I'm really happy.
what
This
would
is why when
Hansy
we're
Dave-
not allowed out, she's not allowed limoncello. And it's always just a joke. Want limoncello?
Hansy Dave would do prairie oysters, which are actual oysters that grow on plains.
How would you get them down though? Like strap them to a dead body and just push it at the back.
Why can't you put the bunny back in the box?
I have had it with these goddamn oysters on this goddamn plane.
Knowledge is knowing tomato is not a fruit salad. No.
Knowledge is knowing tomato
tomato
is
isn't
not
a fruit. Wisdom
Wisdom.
is not putting it in a fruit salad. Philosophy is determining whether a Bloody Mary is a smoothie.
Charisma is getting somebody to buy your fruit salad with tomatoes in it.
Isn't that just salsa?
Yeah.
Pepper, fruit.
It was like last week when your aunties were down and Julie's just like, don't like salsa. I'm not going to have the, what was it?
Mozzarella.
Sticks or whatever it was, because the salsa.
Oh no,
was
the
it.
halloumi fries.
Halloumi fries.
No, because
Mozzarella
salsa. I'm
sticks.
not
We
really
had
fussed
them,
on
well,
salsa.
that's
We
what
had them.
it.
She's there
She's
just shoveling
eating
that salsa
fucking
around. Don't let salsa right.
Salsa. It was good.
Well, Roland has remained hangover free because I only drink, sipping whiskey and sarsaparillos. I don't know what sarsaparilla is.
It's a root.
There you
It's,
go.
it's the same root that they make root beer from.
I like sarsaparilla.
No, sarsaparilla is made from the flowers of the same tree.
Oh, it's arrowroot, isn't it, for root beer? Yeah. There we go.
I think sarsaparilla is
Sarsaparilla is
still
another root, yeah.
different root, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like an aniseedy licorice taste.
Okay. So I've been drinking, whiskey and
Sarsaparillas.
aniseed, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I was just anything that came under my nose just went down my throat. I didn't care anymore. Maybe some stuff went on my nose as well, but you didn't know.
Sampling your own wares.
At least I know they're safe.
What could possibly go wrong? Hospital, please.
I don't test on animals, I just test on myself.
How do you know if you're doing too much cocaine? Well, have you ever had a dream where you're doing cocaine and you sleep and you can't fall asleep and you do cocaine and you sleep and you can't fall asleep and you do cocaine and you sleep and you can't fall asleep and you wake up and you're doing cocaine? Bingo!
That'd be like in Birds of Prey.
I have not seen Birds of Prey.
No, I haven't.
You guys would love Birds of Prey.
I really miss Robin Williams now because that was a Robin Williams joke.
One of Harley Quinn's actions is just to throw cocaine into people's faces.
Okay, that is kind of fun.
Surprise!
Totally imagine.
That's right up there with pocket sand. Pocket onion.
Alan used to carry around a vial of glitter just in case it was your birthday, and you were like, "It's your birthday!" It's just emptied out on top.
Yes!
So, we're at the Rose.
Yeah.
Are we in the bar?
Yeah. I'm eating a big pile of like dirty
Fried everything.
Yeah.
Everything fried.
And scotch.
Scotch cannoli.
Yes!
Scotch chips. You've heard of battered chips. No, scotched chips.
Oh yeah, I'd do that. A potato fry, no, a hash brown covered in like sausage, deep fried.
A deconstructed Scotch egg,
And
which
when-
is a hard-boiled egg, a sausage, and then just the essence of batter.
Essence of breadcrumb.
Or
that-
the
does that
crispy
go-
ends where they scoop the bits of batter.
Oh, bits. Crispy bits.
Does that sound like I hate when
Scraps,
steam
as
fried?
they're called up north.
Oh.
The little like crispy bits off the end of the batter, they sell them and they're called scraps up north.
We're a hardy people.
We got
We're
a
talking
thing
north,
through from one of the
not
kebab
Midlands
shops
north. We're talking north.
down on Union Street, and
How
they
was
sell
that? We
lunch
went to
boxes.
I went to see my mum and
That's
dad
the face that I
on
made.
Friday and I stayed over, and my mum's not wearing her
Well,
top plate
arteries are
anymore,
hard,
so
we
she's
just
just
think
got a
about
bottom, so she's got to have really, really soft pizza. And my dad was like, well, I really like the crispy bits. So with like Jack Sprat, mum has the soft bit, I have the crispy. And bless her, Isabel went, this is burnt. Grandad, do you want it? Shall I save it for you because you like the crispy bits? Then I was trying to teach him how to do computers. And
Yeah.
he went, oh, I can't do it. And Daddy, Isabel just turned around, Grandad, you're being so dramatic.
Rice Krispies.
I was just wondering if I
Snap,
thought you had a
crackle,
really
and pop.
satisfying fart. or
In this
something.
economy.
Okay. Yes.
We're
Sorry.
in the common room.
So,
Make
pizza fries.
a-
so Scotch pizza. Have we ever done that?
We've done Scotch pizza because we were trying to decide if we would do it as a disc that was scotched or if we somehow made it spherical and scotched it.
Okay.
Like a Dyson sphere of pizza, if you will.
Excellent.
With the molten cheese in the middle. It would insulate it. The cheese would never harden.
We need to get top men on this.
Top men.
Men.
Topping men even. But not topping men.
As I was about to say, as opposed to bottom men?
Is that just also icing
Switch
on
men.
gingerbread men?
Yes.
The gingerbread man is in his gingerbread house. He screams, for is he made of house or is the house made of flesh? He does not know.
No, it's the icing and
Yeah.
the gumdrop buttons. That's the living part.
But what's the icing made of?
I was thinking it. He did it.
Do you know what, Cal? You're classic.
I know. I got told I was posh yesterday.
You are posh.
No, I'm not. Just well mannered.
As a child.
So anyway, a baby sham and some antipasti for the posh one. What sounds like a sophisticated kind of like breakfast meal? Baby sham and antipasti.
Travis is good because in a British accent, it's like, oh Kelly, you're ever so posh. I got really angry at him. He had no idea why. I'm like, please don't call me
Antipasti,
posh.
isn't that just Scotch pastry? It's Scotch pastry. That's an antipasti, isn't it? It's just inverted.
Can you somehow get an antipasti drive? Is that how bistro math drive works?
Antipasti is just like normal just like a normal pasty, but you touch them together and they just
Yeah.
Or is that just like a deconstructed pasty?
Bistro math is from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Are we resolving to take this bed out on a magic flight?
On a magic carpet ride.
Roland comes to sit down with you. He turns like the chair around backwards and sits down and kind of leans on it.
So,
So you messed up. You got detention.
I got more than
I'm
detention.
pretty sure this guy's a war criminal, but you know the state says I got to show it to you, so whatever. Are we doing Stonehenge tonight?
Yes.
Spinal Tap have to exist somewhere in.
Yeah.
Do you want to go during the day, or do you want to wait until like cover of darkness? Because we don't necessarily know what we're there. Put my teeth back in. We don't know what we're going to find. It might just be a quiet residential place with quiet residents. It might be Dr. Hand's Island. You have our gratitude.
a big hand for Dr. Hand. I wouldn't wake you up. I'm not doing away.
I don't think it
Kentucky Fried
really
Movies.
matters what time of day we approach.
Well, tell me when you're ready to saddle up and we'll go. How many? Which helping you on at the moment? Quadruple breakfasts.
There's 4.
That's the thing. Actually, the meme of Gandalf telling to Pippin like what happened, and then at the end, you see it. See what? Third breakfast. Did Stowbold stay at the Rose, or did Stowbold go home after the 48-hour drink and bragathon?
Brag.
Card game.
I had a lot of money. You guys won some.
It could be a Beowulf style bragathon.
I think I stayed.
So, we're resolved to take the bed for a spin.
I'm gonna go in the cover of day.
We're going to go by the cover of afternoon in the largest car in the county.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really crappy plan.
That's what we're known for.
We will take the bed.
For a spin.
Are we doing a test drive or are we going straight there? Do we know where there is?
We know where there is.
Okay.
Matt Caplet gave us the address.
And strictly speaking, I think you flew it
have
from
flown it.
For Brian's.
from Brian Walker's. You might need some help getting it out of Fartown. Don't forget Fartown's in a pocket dimension, so you
Yeah.
can't.
There'll be toll
I
booths,
imagine it-
surely.
How does this thing fly? Because if it's like bedknobs and broomsticks, it just appears where it's meant to go. And it's not.
It's a flying bed, it ain't a teleporting bed.
Okay.
Chitty chitty bedspread, chitty chitty bedspread, we love you.
Cheeky bedspread. That was genius.
I haven't even seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Boom!
What is wrong with it?
Everything's
With
wrong
a
Still hasn't
very
watched
young
it.
Desmond Llewellyn.
Yeah.
Is he?
Q, yeah.
And
And it's
Roald
written by-
Dahl.
and it's written
written
by
by Ian Fleming.
Yeah.
Yeah, adapted by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl, who
Hasn't seen
may
it.
have done some ghostwriting for Ian Fleming.
He's,
What are you doing
He's
with
certainly
your
a member
trying
of the
to
Secret
sneak
Service.
there was
At some
a
point.
series called Tales of the Unexpected by Roald Dahl. Yes,
Watching
I've read
House.
some of those.
That's
There's
pretty
a
much Disney.
book of short stories called Switch Bitch. Crazy.
Yeah. And Roald Dahl
Maybe
did
Aladdin,
the
I've forgotten.
screenplay for
And
Thunderball,
Aladdin.
I think it was.
The proper Aladdin.
It's seriously rare now.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's on my list of things to do.
It's okay. It's not like
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing,
not-
but it's fine.
So are there, if it's difficult to get out of Fartown because it's like a pocket dimension, but are there like,
It goes. We get a train out of the book.
Normally you get a train out. Well,
Can
there
we
is
land the boat? Can we
there is
land the thing on the
there is a
train?
road tunnel because that's the one that Eliana normally, not Eliana, Caliburn
With
rides
the
out
bike.
with a bike.
which I
Let's do
sort,
that.
which I
Or
sort
what
of
Men in
imagine,
Black study.
which I kind of imagine to be a bit like the tunnel into Toontown.
It's halfway between the tunnel into Toontown. It's the tunnel into Toontown when you go into Fartown. When you go out the other direction, it's either
Like being extruded from an aperture.
the scene where Thor gets taken to see the Grandmaster when he's strapped into the chair,
Oh yeah.
or it's
Willy Wonka.
It's the boat from
Please kindly, sir, don't cut my hair. I still think the first Thor movie's the best.
I like all of them. I like the second one
I quite like the second one.
with
Yeah.
the funeral scene, which is sad, but I love that. It's very pretty.
Yeah. So, are where's this we? Are you going to Billy Big Balls this thing and fly down the train tunnel in the car, like at the end of Mission Impossible?
Yes, yes, I am.
I like this plan. I'm excited that it's going to work.
At some point a while ago, we were watching Hobson Shaw, and somebody said this feels a bit like a Fast and Furious film.
You keep using this one against me.
It's going to keep on giving.
I really like Hobson
I like
Shaw.
Yeah, it was good.
It's kind of like a silly
Easy.
a silly kind of Sunday afternoon action.
Did I hear
movie.
that Universal Studios wanted to kind of merge the properties of Jurassic World and
Yes.
Fast and Furious?
Yes, to the point that they were in actual talks with Vin Diesel to try and get him a cameo at the end of the last movie, but for reasons it didn't pan out
Because family.
because family. That's it. We're about
No,
five,
but
six.
we were then sort of talking is that what other genres would you mash together? Well, you could take Fast and Furious and Disney princesses.
Yes, I totally was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Vanellope.
Drag
Yeah,
racing
why not?
princesses.
yeah, that's there. But
Drag queens.
you kind of have that thing when sort of Moana comes into the real world and she's talking to Hobbs or Shaw, whichever one the Rock plays.
You sound awfully familiar.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll give you a lift home if you want. Oh, that's no bother. You're welcome.
yeah, well.
We are Groot.
Are you a good driver? I am great. Say what?
I'm I'm just quite excited because apparently pre-production started on the last Witch Hunter 2,
Ooh, yeah.
and the final script for Riddick 4 is being kind of done. But I mean, it's by the time that comes out. I mean, Riddick was like 10 years after Chronicles of Riddick, and this is going to be 15 years after Riddick. But they are really good. Anyway.
So yeah, so I know the train times.
Yeah.
And I know which way to go. And yeah, I'm gonna big balls it. And
Big balls it.
Would you like more?
Want some more? Still trying to get Reese to watch The Fifth Element because all of the Fifth Element jokes that we're making are going over his head.
Do you see where these are going?
No.
5 stones.
I
five
kind of got to
crits.
think.
Okay.
0 stones.
If I'm pointing out, when you do that kind of really wobbly writing, it takes your already quite tricky to read writing and makes it.
Okay,
Hard to read.
but there's normal writing in there too.
Yeah, I can't read multiple layers of writing at the
Oh,
same time.
do you think that's okay writing?
Now I'm
You could be
already
a doctor.
I'm already dyslexic.
Okay, so maybe ignore
That
that part.
is a Broadway dance number being done on the page.
That wouldn't ask me either.
That's Les Claypool bass tab.
Oh, Les Claypool
Can
bass
you
tabs.
read this?
It's just,
Is my handwriting really that bad?
Weave protection.
I can read the bit at the bottom. I can read the bit at the top. The bit in the middle.
No. No, I don't get that bit. Rosie from Rosie? From Rosie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
Hold on, Rosie!
So, Charlotte's Web, where the eye of the tiger. Where's the eye of the tiger? They all are words. I have no idea what relationship they have to each other.
Yeah. You see, I forgot to put the effect of that in there.
Okay.
Fantastic. Can you make? What? Yeah.
Pass this to because I can't. I can't read.
I presume it's going to be movement.
Yeah.
It's
Or-
a skill.
It's a
I've got-
It's a skill
I've got-
which
it's a skill, but you can use. You've got a point in it, so that gives you 1.
Yeah.
You can spend points from your movement. Bene.
Okay.
Movement Benes.
And this is what, just getting through the tunnel, or this
This
is
is
getting
going to
there?
be getting it through the tunnel.
don't forget to fly casual. Which means we need to play Minnie the Moocher on the bed stereo. Great, Kerry, you got us demonetised.
I can't sing, sorry.
I'm not monetised anyway. Don't worry about it.
Oh, point.
I might get DMCA'd.
Oh yeah.
DMCA.
Okay. I can.
So it's difficulty 6
Right.
because this is
So
somewhat
difficulty
harder.
5 because I've got a skill.
Yeah.
Plus this. Which is, what does this
Brings
do?
you down to a 4.
Right.
And I think you've got the secret that lets you spend multiple benets.
I have, but I do actually want to keep, because I haven't got not got hardly anything in movement. But can I spend sorcery or anything like that?
You can spend a point of
Sorcery.
sorcery to give you an extra dice.
Okay. Is that okay?
So that goes 6, 5, 4. So that's after 4s.
Don't forget you can use one of your rests when we get through the other side too.
Yeah.
Can you ever go from multiple pools? So could you do like movement and accuracy?
Generally speaking, no. There's a secret that allows you to use intellect points as sorcery when you're casting a spell.
40 ability passing through stone.
That's just yourself.
Okay.
Melt into the bed a bit.
the bed. That's my entire
So
existence.
that's what you've been doing in the last 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to this. So we're looking for 4s
I'm on to bed.
every morning. 6 and a 7.
Hey. So it is. There is a moment where you do have to do the whole inverting it.
But I'm going so fast that people are like pushed against the bedspread rather than actually.
It's got a local gravity field to keep things in.
Oh, I was going to say like the duvet's like the
My
seatbelt.
bra did.
You kind of go across and clunk, click. Comfy.
The crash pillows kind of come up and
Yeah.
it's like,
And they're feathered, so they kind of go to.
Yeah. Each the headrest has got a nice little pillow, got a nice down comforter. It's nice. Why are we funding this?
I reckon the duvet is like cream or white with lovely little flowers all over it, but then with flame pattern up the bottom.
and it doesn't matter if you change the duvet, the flame
flame
pattern
says
just appears on the
to-
top.
Brush con. Always brush con.
Is it like a proper brass bed, or is this like a child's race car bed?
Through the brass bed.
It's a proper brass bed,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, not like you.
Sleigh bed. Aerodynamic.
Fly bed through the train tunnel to the abstraction. See, I know that's exactly what I've written next week.
Five goblins, don't trust Dave. Silver, okay.
Oh, imprisoning ice. It was cold as ice. Oh, now I'm going to get this DMCA'd.
Which is the 4 of notions.
Oh, yay! I have notions. You got the notion.
So, are you... So, are you just going to gun it straight across the top of the city and straight towards the...
What are the kind of laws like about sky, flying, bed, driving?
As long as you're not endangering other people.
Oh, that's fine then.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about the Fartown losses.
Well, you're not in Fartown, you're in Sathary, which is a city proper, which is where the Thar have got a bit more.
Yes, very true.
Let's just get across as quickly as we can before they realise anything's happened.
Fantastic. Can everybody roll me a 10-sided dice, please?
Yay! My favourite part of any game.
The driver got a 9. Just
Your
saying.
passengers both got ones.
So you will come out the tunnel and they go,
Hold them for dear life, going, ah!
You're
all
zooming
falling.
along like Vin Diesel with your massive muscly arm out the Meanwhile, Roland is desperately throwing up into his
Yeah,
cat.
and that's Hawk's just bombing over the side and just covering crowds below.
This
She had a really big breakfast and there's still a lot of alcohol. in the
this
system.
truly is the vomit comet.
It's like Nyan Cat, but
Yeah.
it's not rainbows coming out the back.
No,
It's
it's vom.
dirty pizza fries.
Vegetable soup. Because it doesn't matter, even if you haven't had peas, there will still be peas in it.
Peas and carrots.
Some perverts following
I
black
think
people
what it
around
is
with pocket
vomit
like
coming
carrots.
out, but the exhaust fumes from this magical bed are looking like a rainbow, and everyone's like, oh!
Oh, tasty.
How of all the people around the table is it you that's come up with that one?
COVID has done hard things to me.
I feel unclean.
She's well, no, that's
How many hit points do we lose?
No, it's the
Alright, that's going down in the quotes.
Meow, meow, meow. What's the song that goes with that? Little Nyan Cat, there's a song. And I can't think of what it is. Mum shared a picture of Nyan Cat the other days with me, which I thought was pretty funny. Oh yeah, that was it. It was Thor riding Nyan Cat at work on Teams. Because Teams is amazing now, you can have gifts. me and my colleague John were terrible and pissed the rest of the team off. Like, what are you guys on about? You just don't understand.
We use Teams at work, and we also have a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be that WhatsApp is for the more kind of social stuff and the Teams. Obviously on Fridays, normally about 4 o'clock, somebody posts is it time to go home yet? Sort of thing. But there's a guy that works, he's kind of in charge of our operations in Israel called Ron Cantor. And I always get him mixed up with Rob Cantor. And somebody posted something and somebody responded with the Shia LaBeouf, you can do it, gif.
Yeah.
And then I responded with Shia LaBeouf. And then just the gif of him clapping from the end of it. And what's the whole thing? And then I had, so you've not heard that song? So I posted a link to it, and then about sort of 5 minutes later, Emma just says, what did you just make me watch?
But then fight of your life, Shia LaBeouf. Just another Thursday night for Shia LaBeouf.
But then again, she's the one that lives down in Cornwall. She was up doing some filming, and she said, I've never heard of Spicy Spuds. Apparently, it's a Plymouth. Or somebody mentions.
It's very much a Plymouth thing.
Yeah, somebody mentions that Spicy Spuds were a Plymouth thing, and Emma says, I've never heard of them. I'm filming up on the Barbican on Thursday. It's like, and I gave her the Google pins of all of the places that I've been to.
Favourite foods.
Yeah, and she said, I'm not going to lose any weight. I'm like, no.
Cream tea done the proper way round. And spicy stuff.
Cornish.
I think I've got a picture somewhere of Amy and Kenny just like praising the spicy spuds. I'm saying again, like.
Best way to do a cream tea is you do a yin and yang, so they're next to each other. Jam and cream in harmony.
That sounds like an awful lot of effort when I'm essentially just going to smash it into my face hole.
Just the image of that, just like.
So you're seeing
I
that
have
the
some
jam
cream.
and the cream
I
are
have some
both
jam.
going to make it to the scone before you leave the scone.
Fastest dessert in the world. Scone!
I'm sure it's not mine.
No, meringue's second fastest.
But the crazy thing is, I was watching Australian MasterChef, and somebody was doing like a dessert round, and he did like a whisked egg white topped pie, and they all applauded, and I thought that was crazy strange because in Australia they're normally boomerang. Welcome back, internet.
That's too much.
Playing on Mortal Kombat 11 with
Finish him.
kind of like get quite looking forward to the new film and stuff. And Chris was playing as Kano, and following the first film, they turned it from like Chinese assassin into an Australian kind of whatever, and he's a cyborg. And I'm like, so what you're telling me is he's a Robogan.
So thinking of the
Rainbow Bomb exhaust trails across
The
city,
Cat
is
Bomber
that
comic.
right?
That's what we're all saying.
and
Just having a chat with my friend Ralph.
And Huey.
Ralph.
So,
Where are we going?
no, that's the. Okay, that's close enough. So that's the seed that goes to the blue.
Yep.
The alone. That's the void, the
Yep.
abstraction, and Saturnine is just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
And this house is on one of these islands in the unfathomable. It means it can't be
Without
fathomed.
fathom.
And yeah, so it's one of these ones just here, and you get the thing to just above one of the zones, the dead zones in between the districts, because you know the bulk of Sassari, you've got kind of the districts that have been reclaimed and then the blasted bits that are still damaged from the war in between them. And this bed, you're going along at probably 50, 60 mile an hour. That's going to be quite a brisk speed to be going on an open top bed.
I'm jealous you can't do that. That's pretty much how I work. Hang on, I've got some change for you.
Behold my envelope of fucks. See that it is empty.
Clearly.
And
Ring out the door.
At some point, I'll come up with a proper response for that.
Oh no.
It's sealed now.
Hiya. So there's a cooking channel on YouTube I like, by the guy called Barry Lewis who lives up in Western Supermare, and anytime he says seal, he goes bye like this, like Kister, but he'll just go bye. That's it. It's just like, but every time he does it.
well, we're really pushing the envelope with these.
Way to stamp
He's
it in.
opening up a pizzeria in Western Super. We're going to go at some point.
I like Western Superman.
I don't know.
Western Superman.
No, see, I can't think of Western Superman and not think of Mallet's Mallet, because every summer when he was doing this thing, there was always like some road show, and it was always in Western Superman. Because Timmy Mallet would always be there.
Yeah, Superman.
Ah, Western Superman.
Western Superman.
Western Superman.
So basically, the bed almost hits the invisible wall, bang, and stops.
That's gonna hurt.
No, we're fine. We've already the feather pillows just come thump. Ah,
Cut the
comfy.
pillow at 60 miles an hour is gonna hurt. Water at 60 miles an hour is
Oh,
gonna
whiplash.
hurt.
Who do I sue?
The pillows are the airbags.
It's still gonna hurt.
Yeah, but not that much.
My cousin was in a car accident and thankfully he was okay, but he had the seatbelt on and then they took pictures and the bruises from where the seatbelt went, it was
When I
insane.
was in a pretty bad car, I was fast versus petrol tanker when I was in 7, and I had cuts all the way down here and then bruising like down the chest and everything, and then all the way around my stomach. But they destroyed my favourite dungarees and I was really upset. And when we went to the hospital, I discovered my pants were inside out, and I was mortified because I didn't want to see the nurses to see my pants were inside out.
So we've hit this invisible wall.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still airborne?
It's suspended in mid. I don't know. I mean, how high were you flying?
How high are the buildings?
Above those.
Yeah.
Well, we've have we cleared the city?
No,
Or
you
we
still
still in
in
the
the
city?
part of the blasted wastes.
Okay, and we've hit a wall. Has the bed taken damage, or is it just like we just stopped?
Just stop. So you know where.
Back it up, back it up.
Let me begin.
Oh.
She's on a roll this evening.
This evening has been
Primo. Preem.
what?
Preem.
Oh, preem. Yes, I didn't hear what you said. I thought you just go
Preem.
what? Yeah. Can we reverse the bed, or are we sort
Oh,
of
the
magically
fury.
held fast.
It's held.
Okay then.
Crap.
What's directly below us?
Looking down, you can see that there is like a. It was obviously some kind of town square, and there is you're over like a large round thing. Looks a little bit like a sundial.
Is it actually like a circle that we've entered into and we can't get out of? Does my born awareness give me anything?
Yes, there are hostiles closing in.
Oh, good.
And those
But
hostiles
those are
look
at
like.
street level? Or oh, well, we are.
Oh, where you are.
Oh,
Alright,
good.
on hearing that, Roland is going to pull his 7 shooters from his holsters and start looking around for Nazgul.
Like a bed fort.
To hide behind pillows.
Pelifort, it's a transformer, it's a flying bed, now it's a flying tank.
Has Peter Cullen ever voiced a bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah?
Peter Cullen was the voice of Carr, the villainous Carr in
Yes,
Knight
he
Rider.
was.
Peter Cullen was also the voice of the Predator. All of the Peter Cullen,
Okay.
because he went to the he tells us where he went to the audition, and he'd blown his voice out kind of like the week before doing whatever thing it was, and he really couldn't do anything. So he's like, I'm not gonna get this part. But they were kind of like, okay, can you make some sort of like menacing kind of like alien noises, and they showed him a picture of like the prototype for the alien, which at the time was the Jean-Claude Van Damme big insect-looking thing, and he then thought of the noise that a crab made one time, and he just started making all of those noises. And the way he tells the story is like that he's there in the booth, kind of like watching them, and he can't hear anything that he's saying, but he sees all of them kind of like, oh yeah, no, and then all of them just went, and then somebody just suddenly came like, would you be available in 2 weeks' time? But Peter Cullen's not attacking us, is he? It's Optimus Prime. Oh, hey, Octopus, mate. No, he's Amazon Prime. Have you seen that?
But then,
Okay, so all these bad guys are coming at us.
Do they look like
Can we see them?
bad guys we've met before, or these people we've not seen before?
so if you imagine an anglerfish the size of a beach ball flying through the air
This is getting better.
with its jaws open and a giant eyeball with a lizard slitted pupil.
How does this function?
It's like mobile Sauron.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I did not know how to operate it.
Best pencil sharpener I have ever owned. And it is broken.
Oh no!
There's something wedged in the far end.
That's what she said.
I'll tell you what, you can use my new. It was ready to go.
I was handed a mechanical pencil. Oh.
Yeah, it's a clutch pencil, not a propelling pencil.
Ah. Splendid.
You can't get those in America. They just don't know what a clutch is.
They really don't.
Okay, so we've got fishy eye beach balls coming at us.
Yep. There's 5 or 6 of them.
Okay. But we don't actually know what's holding us here either. Although it's a fair guess that it's something on the ground.
Okay.
quite untimed. The fact that it's gone solid.
How far away are these fish things?
Short distance? No, so long distance, about 50, 60 feet away.
50, 60 feet is
And
fine.
they're
For
kind of,
Just keep swimming.
yeah.
Keep swimming.
so they're not necessarily
Charge!
kind of attacking. They're just kind of like ambling about.
Normally you'd think that, but the fact that Snowball's Borno vision is acting up something chronic.
Hey, friendly.
I've got a plan that starts with S and ends in hooting our way out. Shooting our way out.
I don't think posting on social media is going to do anything.
Yeah. 7 shooters out, death in both hands, blammo. I have got 3 in ranged, and yeah, I have death at each hand, but I've rather cunningly not written down precisely what that does.
It means you can make 2 attacks, or you can do 1 attack and do extra damage.
I will do 2 attacks and try and get out our target as quickly as possible. And I'm going to use an accuracy bonus to give myself +1. So I'm on a 4, and I'm going to shoot at these things. I've rolled an 8,
Hey!
Oh,
so that's a 12.
awesome. So,
Hey, you mind if I hide behind your cake?
Hide behind my cake.
Yes.
But that cake is small and you are large.
Ah. Well, if you notice, the cake is probably like,
Take
no,
it.
it's more like, so like, Is that the size of the paper? Is it 4A?
A4.
A4?
I know that could be like A6.
A.
Doesn't help that.
You've got a pencil.
Squishy, squishy.
Ooh, this is nicely good and pointy now. This will damage somebody.
Yeah, no thanks. I got stabbed in the front of the pencil at school when I was little.
So anyway, there's a 12.
there's a 12. Fantastic. So,
The front of the pencil.
you level, and was that just 1 attack with the first one?
No, that's both. Okay. Gunslingery goodness.
When your trigger goes the wrong way, you can't. They can't. That way. Go on.
So, thunderous peals, these 7 shooters go off, and the first 2 of them get struck in, because they've got the whole dangly, glowy, and these things just go, and
The whole of them goes. Or just
no,
the
the
dangly go?
dangly, glowy thing, and then they kind of start floating downwards, and the glow coming from the eye of this first one begins to dissipate.
Excellent.
Do it again.
Snowball, what do you do?
Ecopraxia.
Okay.
I don't know if I've got any guns or anything. I have guns.
You have
don't
a
I?
gun.
I copy what he's done. I do it again.
Yeah. But you only have 1 gun, don't you? Yeah.
So you fire with one, and go bang with the other one.
I have 1 dagger. But what's around me? The knob on the bed.
We need the knob.
I have
Don't fiddle with the knob.
You're not going to throw your knob at it.
That's all she said.
Yeah, no, I only have 1 gun. Pew pew. So I pew them once.
Fantastic. So another one of these things goes pop.
Yeah.
And they're floating closer, so they get to about.
So there were.
But
How
there
many?
were
So
5.
there were 5.
Yeah.
And now
There
there's
are
2.
only 2. Hawk.
I'm gonna retrieve the dagger out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And cast my pollen self spell at level 3. Okay, here's my guys. I'm gonna throw it at it, and I get a +1 bonus.
Okay.
Accuracy. +2. 11.
Oh, fantastic. So that dagger just zips straight in, hits it, and again it starts floating down. The one that's remaining starts to swell,
As in grow,
as in grow,
not as in.
not as in pop, but as in just Control C, Control plus, Control plus, Control plus. So it's just
Sky mine.
getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Astraeus, you find yourself stood in the middle of a circle, of a sundial. You can hear gunshots. You look around you and you don't see them, but you then look up and you see a shadow, and then there's a rectangle. You see a couple of gunshots, a couple of people, you see somebody shooting a gun from the top of this thing.
It's like a naval broadside, but very small.
And there is a monster that is growing larger approaching this bed thing. You know it's pretty much hostile instinctively. What do you do?
Can I see it?
You can see it. You reckon it's probably about the size of... It's probably swelled to about twice the size of a yoga ball.
Yeah.
The Pilates ball thing. It's about twice as big.
So, what's the shape?
It's like an
fish.
angler puffer fish.
Okay.
Sauron.
How high up is it?
Have I seen these things
It's-
before?
Same height as us. So
How high are we? We never discussed this.
we were the height of the buildings.
How high are the buildings?
You were flying over what possibly would have been a residential area, so
40
Prob-
feet.
yeah.
Hi.
Don't want to jump from that high or anything.
I'm going to grab the bed sheet and use it as a makeshift
Not
parachute.
Oh, do not.
Bye, losers, whom I've always hated.
I'm going to use
Andrew Eldritch Blast.
escape other universes onto it,
Okay.
so it can get lost.
What level are you casting it at?
I've got the leveling system.
You just decide what level you want to cast it at.
Up to a
You
maximum
ready?
of.
It's 2, so you can do up to level 6.
How much? How many?
I don't remember.
Have you got them written down somewhere?
Right, you will have in here, I believe. You should have a doohickey.
Yeah,
full
there it
sheet. There you go. And my dyslexia kicked in again there, and I saw the qualia and thought it said Godzilla, and thought we're fine.
So it's the sorcery of 12.
Yeah,
And
but there's
each
a
two
cap
per-
on how much sorcery I can spend at once.
On a single spell using 2 weaves, you can cast up to level 6.
Which is 6 sorcery.
6 sorcery.
Okay, could I
Like, I'm gonna get.
level 5?
Okay. So if you make your roll for that, which is going to be a normal dice and a red dice as well.
You need a red die for this one.
The dice aren't in this one.
No, I've got the dice all in there.
I get any bonuses?
Yeah, you add the level of the spell to the dice.
And if you have particular skills in particular things, you add that.
What animal at the moment? Notions.
We are currently. Oh, you're going to get +1 to this because red magic is enhanced.
Oh, he did a good roll though.
Oh, 9 on the regular die, 5 on the magic die.
Okay. So was your spell trying to put this thing into another dimension, or
Pay close attention.
were you just taking its brain to another dimension
No, I was sending it,
Fully.
yeah,
fully?
to outer space.
Mario's swimming along nicely, then all of a sudden, poof,
No, you know what I'm doing? I'm just sending all of these to the sun.
which sun?
Indigo. Indigo.
Indiegogo. Indiegogo.
Or Sol in the
Yeah.
grey sun. And you're like, haven't you done enough?
Oh.
So my notes for this kind of combat read like this. Bed gets stuck above a sundial. Beach ball Sauron anglerfish attack. Roland opens fire, gets 2. Stowbold opens fire, gets 1. Hawk yeets a dagger, gets the 4th. And the final one is going to be Astraeus yeets the 5th.
So this is all hostiles dealt with now.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Now-
your born eyes tell us?
Yeah, what do my born eyes tell me? Tell us.
Your IFF has shown a green on the ground.
Yeah. So you see this last one kind of coming towards you, and it starts getting faster and faster and faster.
Interesting. Bigger and bigger and faster and faster.
And then as it's coming towards you, it does. You know, with the Star Trek, when the ship elongates and then it goes twang and then
Oh yeah.
into warp. It kind of does that as if you're looking towards it.
Okay.
So it accelerates towards you, like, but then just disappears.
So it's like a crash zoom, but with a fisheye lens.
Yeah. Fisheye.
Hey. Always thinking. So I was just saying that my notes for the combat basically say bed gets stuck above a sundial, beach ball Sauron anglerfish attack, Roland opens fire and gets 2, Stowbold opens fire and gets 1, Hawk yeets a dagger and gets the 4th, and then Astraeus yeets the 5th. What's the gym rat's favourite painter? Games, bro.
So we're still 40 feet in the air.
Yeah.
This thing has just disappeared. I feel now safe.
Has it made the Millennium Falcon noise?
No, it just kind of walked towards you.
I know you can draw magic circles. Can you end magic circles?
If I know where the magic circle is,
Okay.
and I
I
can...
feel that we kind of have to get down from the bed then and do a bit of viscosity mitigating.
What I was thinking
You eat yourself off it? Wait.
is, it's not necessarily kind of calling an object from a metaphor, but if a car kind of stalls, you turn the engine over. So can we kind of flip the mattress and turn it over and get the thing starting again?
Oh, I like it.
Because, start again. My Warner Vision would told us this was dead, and it's not like it's a bit like a spidey sense, but it also has to have actual visual input. So
Yeah.
I want to look all around first,
Yeah.
and in the all looking around, there's somebody below the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't there before these
No.
fish things appeared.
Well, we're only 40 kind of feet away. Do we recognise him? Okay.
But I'm not tingling that he's an enemy.
No. You don't have a Peter tingle.
Nice.
Well, Roland is going to be Roland and is going to train his guns on the. Describe yourself. Introduce yourself. All right.
Okay, I'd like to open a portal to yourself.
Okay.
What,
So
on
I-
the bed?
I mean, if that's where yourself is placed. So you're asking me to introduce yourself.
Or, no, describe what
Describe
you
yourself.
Yeah,
Describe
we're looking
myself.
down from
Yeah,
the bed.
we are looking down from on high at you. We don't know you.
Oh, because looking at the bed makes wonderful.
Maybe put a little brolly up just in case.
Sorry, I forgot.
So she is literally snuggled up under the bed going
I forgot.
uncomfortable.
You need to use that one with it.
Yeah, you need to.
I look lost.
Yeah.
That's what I look like.
So do you look humanoid?
How far away are? How far away are?
We're about 30 feet.
So effectively, if you were to put a bed on top of that house just opposite,
Yeah.
and there's 3 people on the bed on top of that house just opposite.
If you had to put a bed on the roof of that house opposite, you need to be starting that with, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass."
No.
Did we see him yeet the last anglerfish?
We were quite focused on the
Yeah.
anglerfish.
So we don't know. So from Roland's point of view, hostiles are here and there's somebody below us that I don't recognise. So Roland is looking very shooty right now.
Would Roland recognise the shot, almost like a bullet shot? Is that something that you kind of get a feel for in your fields of war?
I don't understand what you're asking me.
So has Roland been through enough gunfights and enough gunslings to kind of get that? You know, Team Rocket blasting off away. You know where they blast off into space, and it's just like.
Yeah.
That's what he did to it.
Yeah, that's what I did to it. Is that something you'd notice?
No.
He saw the fish kind of hyperspace out.
I've seen the fish kind of like go to plaid, but I wouldn't have immediately understood that it was you that caused that, because I only know that you're now there after I've done my 360 check. No, targets. No.
He was aware. Is that
What the
someone
hell is
popped
that?
it
Who
and
the
it
hell
did
is
a
that?
whole like.
Okay, and what angle are you looking at me from?
Kind
Because
of from this
from this angle.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought we were
due to
directly
my
above
suit,
the,
I look
the
a little bit like
west.
a penguin.
I thought
Right.
we were directly above him. Like he was in the sundial.
Yeah, if it makes it a little bit easier, so you're not looking directly down on him.
So let's start. Are you animal, vegetable, or mineral?
The
Right.
answer cannot be yes.
Is there a reason why Roland shouldn't just shoot the stranger?
No, I don't think there is.
Not currently.
Would you shoot a stranger?
I don't know. I've just been ambushed by things. There is now a strange thing down there, and I'm player to player. I'm asking you to describe yourself so that I don't just immediately go, "There's the bastard that summoned all of these fish. Bang, 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 bang. What's for dinner?"
So as a player, rather than a character, what do you look like to us?
I think I still look the same.
Same as what?
You did last time.
Yeah.
I can't remember what you looked like.
Okay, I look like old David Bowie.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay.
could do with that.
So
Because I thought
where his
he
hair's
had
a bit
arms
lighter.
and things removed and replaced.
He was the nugget for a while.
But then you got them back.
Oh, did he? I forget.
She don't need to.
I got
I got
better.
better. Okay. Roland does not immediately open fire at the Thin White Duke, but he's looking kind of wary and is going to say to Hawk and Stobold, "Who's that?"
I will open up the dialogue. Hey, you down there.
Hey, you guys! Open hailing frequencies.
Looks up. Who are you?
I really want to know.
We were just flying in the vicinity. What?
Oh no, Dad. Can I have more objects, please? Because those.
Not magic. A forgotten prisoner.
What objects do you want, Thomas?
Ephemeral ones.
You.
I'd like my refresh of ephemeral.
Ow, 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 ow.
So you would have got rid of these
Yeah.
at some other point. Okay.
Yeah. No. They're all. They're all
No, that's a spell. You
Yeah,
keep, you
yeah,
keep that one.
but that's been woven inside.
You can't weave that one.
It's got the spirit of the spell inside.
Does it have the spirit of the radio?
I rolled an 8.
Or jazz.
Yeah. If I think I know what you mean, but the effect of this doesn't jive with any of your other.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
It does with the spider. I don't know what else you are.
Well, you know, he asked me to do it.
Okay. So that's kind of just held.
Yeah, for there you go. There's it's for you.
David Bowie's talking to himself. Or is he talking to Boggle? The bog of everlasting stench.
So keep your gob in. Does that roll? Does that Roland? Does that Roland? Does that Roland?
Who the what?
Does that Roland?
Are you actually yelling up at the bed? Does that Roland?
Did you want items or incantations?
Items, please.
Enchantment.
What? All three, yeah?
Yes, please.
If he doesn't come back to Dragon Age 4, I'm going to get very, very good.
I'm convinced that he's
He's the maker.
he's actually a little bit like what's his face out of Dragonlance, Fizzbam.
Thank you.
Hey, you down there. Did you see those beach ball fish?
So here's the question. Obviously, we don't recognise him.
Yeah.
Do you recognise us?
Just called your name.
So you were actually yelling up at us, Roland. So now, visible confusion on Roland's face.
Okay. How do you know us?
Hammer cocks back.
I point upwards at the flashing beach ball thing
It's
gone.
gone.
They're all gone.
It's gone.
How long can you make that last? How long does the team rocket blasting away?
It's
Okay.
gone.
Okay. I don't point at you.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, don't get your cock out. No, thank you.
want to kill him. I don't know who he is, but I want to kill him. Am I allowed to shoot him?
I'd shoot a warning shot to him, like near him, but not actually hit him. And be like, okay, be serious. Again, Hawk's not looking over the side of the bed because she will vomit, so she's just like snuggled up, like.
But I am, and I'm not getting the.
Roland is visibly confused. So for the moment, Roland isn't going to say anything. He's just going to keep one of his 7 shooters aimed at your head. I'm going to let Stonebolt do the diplomacy.
Yeah. I've got Illuminate Mysteries as a practiced weave.
Mm-hmm.
And this person clearly knows our name, and I don't know why. And
He knows our name. Are we Legion now?
names. But I get the sense that he knows us.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the only people we've kind of had before who know us, there's a reason they know us. We've had Crystal Fire, who's addressed us by name, who's followed us first. We've had Demons, who's done the same. So he could be good, he could be bad. And I want to illuminate.
We
I'm
don't
already glowing.
we don't recognise him. But what are our dragonflies doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so that doesn't help us.
The glow was removed.
Was it?
Yeah. One of the last sessions that you played in.
So I want to illuminate mysteries. How can I do that?
2 weaves, you can cast it up to level 6. That will give you +6 on your casting roll. And you need to beat the difficulty, or the difficulty is the level of the spell or the level of the effect that has kind of obfuscated him from your
Which you're not going to tell me.
presence. No, I'm not.
Okay.
You're going to
I
need.
can spend sorcery.
You've got to spend 6 sorcery to cast the spell,
Yeah.
and that gives you the initial +6.
Yeah.
You're going to be rolling 1 red dice as well as your
Oh, pardon me, Stunk.
Anyway.
as your
But
standard
then I
one.
can do sortilege as well.
Because there's only if you've got improved sortilege as a secret.
I have expansive endeavour. Add 3 to any action from the same pool.
That means you can spend 3 bene to add to it. So you could spend 3 bene from a different pool to add to your roll.
From the same pool it says, so I could add
No,
more
3.
sorcery.
You can't, because that's increasing the level of the spell.
But is that not what expansive endeavour does?
No,
Okay.
that's for normal skills.
Okay.
Expansive endeavour, you could say, I'd say, well, okay, this is possibly an intellect-based task.
Yeah.
So you can spend up to
that's fine.
3.
Just asking. So, but I can spend a sortilege to get another red dice if I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where I am then, basically, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So you've got +6 to your roll.
Yeah.
I would say that it's.
I get it because it's an enhanced one. That's a practice weave, sorry.
It costs 1 less sorcery to cast,
Okay.
which means that you can technically add another sorcery to it to make it a level 7.
Okay.
Would
So that gives you 7 to your roll.
Okay.
would my perception and interaction or intellect kind of clue me in that she's about to cast? Actually, no. I know Snowbold. I know what he does when he's doing this. Like, please don't do that. Could I just like speak at you until you don't cast a spell on me?
I don't see why not.
Out of character, continually speaking at us when we're in a heightened state of alert seems kind of suspicious, and I'm not wanting to start shooting at somebody who... Dave knows that you're Astraeos. Roland has no idea who you are. You're just a strange person yelling at us when we've just been in combat. You are giving me lots of reasons to shoot you and no reasons to want to talk to you.
How did you get the bed up there?
Wasn't easy.
I was just about to go there.
You can spend 3 intellect
Okay.
because it's kind of like a divination-based effect.
Okay. I'm going to
That-
do that.
I mean, you've got +10
Yeah. Before I
to the
even
roll.
there's even 3 of you. There's
So you've not seen me.
18?
Separate numbers on the dice.
8.
And,
That's a 10.
and
Well,
what's the other
and
one?
the 5 as well?
Yeah.
23.
No, 18 and a 15.
Okay. 18
Two
and
separate
15.
numbers. Okay.
33.
You don't.
33 with
I
3
don't know what-
with
That'd be great if you added them
Apple.
together. So effectively, you go
3 stories high.
dice
Yeah.
Cool.
plus, in theory, difficulty number is X amount.
Yeah.
The cubes that you spend bring that difficulty number down
Yeah.
to a number that's hopefully less than 9, and then you've got to beat that difficulty number.
Okay.
So the difficulty number after you spent all of your bene was 7. So effectively,
How's
you
this
needed
work?
to get 17s.
Okay.
You
So
got a
how-
partial success, so you got 1,
Okay.
and you did need 2.
Right.
Okay. You know that this is someone from your past,
My past or our past?
shared past,
Okay.
but there's no kind of trigger where you've done this before. It's been, oh yeah, I know where I knew that guy from.
It's
We
like
do
it
it
was
now.
on the tip of the tongue. It's
Yeah.
like, I know there's something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his face? You know, out of Thingy. No, the other thing.
The guy with the shirt.
You know, go with the face.
The guy with the limbs.
Okay, so my natural reaction would be to put a hand on Roland's shoulder and go, calm down. But I don't do that because I know you. But I kind of turn to you and say, calm down a moment. We know him. I don't know why we know him, but we do know him.
Roland is not going to take his eyes off the strange person and say, I'm U19 too. So I'm not being kind of like aggressive or anything, I'm just staying
So
put
calmly
and
asking,
covering.
are you 19 as well?
Pretty sure he's not 19.
Is that what you said?
No, but I'm saying, you know, just because we know him doesn't mean it's somebody that we want to have any dealings with. You know,
Okay.
we knew 19.
Do I get a sense that out of that partial success that it's friend rather than foe, or
Your Borna vision would be flaring up.
okay? So
Shush, you've been fed.
Just very quickly, what suits for everybody?
I'm motions.
So
mysteries.
Roland is missions. You've technically got a -1 because we've got the Apprentice of Mysteries in play. So, but that one that you got still worked. What?
Yeah,
Sorry.
secrets.
And Astraios. What heart are you?
Mysteries.
Jinkies.
So yeah. So I don't think he's an enemy.
That's okay. Gun's not moving.
No, that's fine. But the posture's changed ever so slightly.
There is one less furrow in Roland's brow.
That's another one was way too high.
So okay. So now we.
33.
Pardon?
But it's 3.
So, for some reason my leg is cramping really bad.
Oh, is it out there? That's been doing it.
Yeah, just here.
Yeah. Is it one or both?
Just one.
Oh, I've heard that.
Gets you.
Have you had it before?
What, my leg? Always have my leg.
Oh, I'm glad about that.
Didn't wake up this morning. Gadzooks, what is this?
Oh, you've not become Astraios then.
No.
I kind of shout down, how do we know you?
Oh, you're looking at me and you're talking to me, so I'd assume with your senses.
I've met you before, I know I have. How do I know you?
Might have, like, sensed me a little bit earlier.
No, you know that we've met before. How do I know you?
No? You might have... Ah, I know. You guys drank too much.
He definitely knows us then. Well, that checks out.
I was there at Pantella's.
We've not been there for a while.
Do you remember?
My abiding memory of Penn and Teller's is wiping out half of Penn and Teller's.
Yeah.
So it's saying that he's in Penn and Teller's.
It's...
And don't forget that Penn and Teller's has been turned into a trendy demon bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I seem to think Simon Pegg is behind the bar now, like his character in Black Books.
But I'm not that see-through, so it was before that incident.
I wasn't speaking out loud then.
No, I'm speaking out loud as a Strauss.
Okay, so
Oh, I can't quite remember how the music went. Some guy on the piano. Oh, it was wonderful.
And a kind of memory in Roland's brain kind of kicks in, and he says kind of like, not very loudly, but just loud enough to carry, "Hey Jude."
Prelude? Is Prelude?
Could be "Hey Jude."
Could be.
I decock my pistol, but it's still staying kind of pointed at him. Are you kind of giving up on your sort of attempt at diplomacy for the minute?
well,
Was it paranoia?
I think I'll come up and have a conversation with you,
Mm.
and you, hushed voices, and kind of say, look, when we do weavings and things like this,
Mm-hmm.
that's a spell, isn't it? It's an
Yeah.
active. So I can explain that I've done a weave and I've tried to find out because I knew him, and he's hiding something on purpose. He's not an enemy, but I don't know why he's hiding.
Did you know him in this life or in your life before?
I believe it was this life. And I explained to you how it's on the edge of my memory and
Yeah.
something is preventing me going further.
So, Roland is going to try and be diplomatic.
You've got two choices, A or B.
Paralysis or death.
We cut the deck.
Pick
We've
one.
got
Pick one. No, run out of
Dad
cake.
used to say paralysis or death.
So Roland is going to try and be sort of diplomatic, and so I kind of, pop my head over the kind of, the lip of the bed so he can see me, and it's like, well, stranger, you've got us at a disadvantage. You seem to know our names, but we don't seem to know yours. As you've, it's customary for strangers to introduce themselves when they meet. As you already know, I'm Roland to Shame. Long days and pleasant nights.
Long days, pleasant nights. First thing you did was pull your cock out on me, and you're in a bed. This is getting a bit suspicious here, mate.
I'm out of character. Where has this cock thing come from?
Because
you
you
can't.
cocked a
I
pistol.
cocked my pistol. I cocked my pistol. I pulled the hammer back on my pistol.
He did not. What did you find out?
I did not do the last chicken at Sainsbury's.
Well, I hope you aimed, otherwise there'll be more cleaning to do.
You're walking home. For that comment alone, you're walking home.
Once again, out of character, I'm trying to come up with reasons not to shoot you. And you are not giving me good reasons not to shoot you.
You are notions, aren't you?
I am notions.
I've just drawn the hunter. Well,
Yes.
you've just drawn the hunter because this game is not magic, which is the adept of notions, which gives you a +1 to all of your actions. The hunter kind of signifies knowing and tracking and being aware of your prey, and with a single-minded intent. You get a realisation, and again, you don't know where from. It's the strangest sense of deja vu, but you have fought side by side, back to back with this person.
Roland's pistol kind of like lowers, and even more frown lines kind of appear. I have
Frown lines
kind of
upon
like
frown lines.
the number of frown lines I have is n+1 frown lines. So it kind of frowns even more. Like the pistol kind of like half sort of lowers, and I say to Stowbold and Hawk, I have no idea who he is, if indeed it is a he. But I feel that he is part of this quartet.
Hello, Roland.
Oh!
Is that?
And that's where we'll end it.
Is that 19? Is that 19?
It wasn't.
It can't be 19,
Because 19's dead.
because we've properly got
Ended
rid of 19, unless we haven't.
No, we got rid of him. No, then it'll be
I've
your.
gone right off you.
It's your name. It sounded your lady friend like.
Could be.
Alright.
So,
Right, up until the end I was going to say joy, but despair.
I'm still going to spare for Hawk because she's still like, what the fudge?
Do I have
Also-
to keep a track of what I've spent? Ross?
Mhm.
Do I have to keep a track of what I've spent?
No, I think so.
You do know that I spend the vast majority of my spare time learning and practicing really efficient ways of hurting people. Sometimes with my bare hands, occasionally with implements.
And sometimes with your field hands.
You say that, but this here in Japanese is kamade, which is bare hand, and we use this for attacks. So I will show you properly when I.
Oh, it's like how the volume dice.
that's carpal tunnel syndrome.
I also,
Dave. I know Dave. Now, I also know that you are that thoroughly invested in it
No,
that using it unprovoked goes against.
I'm provoked. If I believe that I am in danger, I believe that I am in danger, sir. Danger. High voltage.
Voltage?
High voltage.
Do you record Joy and Despair now? We go around the table and
Yeah,
discuss
yeah.
it.
Despair. Already said.
Okay, have you put it on your sheet?
I've put it on my.
Because you write yours
Death
I'll
and
down.
write
Despair.
it in there.
Death and Despair.
I have got a bunch that I will need to spend at some point.
Snowballed. Oh, sorry. Any progress towards anyone's character arcs?
Oh, that's an interesting subject.
Yeah, we'll have to meet up and then
Can you deprogress?
How do you mean?
I'd completed my revenge on 19.
It wasn't 19's voice.
Joy.
Was it Dr. Nix?
Hello, Roland! Hey, Rollins! Astraios, what you've got in your thing, do you have more joy or more despair?
I've got more to know that my friend still has
No,
his
no.
guns.
Tokens that you have at the moment.
Add up mine because I've written it all down. Everything is plus what I've written down.
Nothing.
Do you know what? Slightly off topic. I've missed wearing my little finger on my wrist.
Got death.
Oh, Vex.
Ah! Smash, smash, ah! Something vexisty? That's Tracy Ullman, wasn't it? The crone in
Yes.
not Robin Hood.
Yeah. So, do you have any joy or despair tokens in there at all?
No.
Okay.
And nothing else.
What have you written down?
Would you like us to keep hold of our dices and character sheets and whatnot?
I think that we'll probably just keep going physically for a while.
Until we get told that we're not allowed to anymore.
Exactly.
Cool.
And if that's the case, then we'll
Yeah,
You'll
that's
really-
fine.
reevaluate what people want to do
Yeah.
then.
You think it's going in that way again?
I
I've got a
hope
feeling.
not, but
Yeah.
The
I'm not here for the next
the-
few weekends.
the R rate is creeping up and up and up.
We'll travel after